Time, the private sector is warning that the ongoing demonstrations could severely damage the economy. The Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the KNCCI, now says that over the last 2 weeks, the country has suffered a decline in export activity and a loss of investor wealth at the Nairobi Stock Exchange. And as Jasmine Wambui reports, the Ministry of Tourism has, in similar fashion, cautioned against violent protests, saying the sector could suffer a shrinkage.
In the last 2 weeks, the economy appears to have adversely responded to the ongoing protests. According to the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, export activity declined by 17% over the last 2 weeks. Further, the Nairobi Stock Exchange has lost 63 billion shillings in investor wealth since the protests began.
While citizens have the right to protest, it has become evident that some individuals are engaging in violence, looting and destruction of property. Such actions are unacceptable and must be addressed promptly to ensure safety and security for all of us. Kenya National Chamber of Commerce calls the government to expedite engagements to address concerns raised by the protesters, enabling the economy to return to normalcy.
Transport and retail and wholesale sectors have been hit the hardest. The hospitality industry watching keenly the state of affairs. And Dual Cabinet Secretary for Tourism, Dr. Alfred Mutua, has maintained that the sector has not suffered major disruptions. He warns that should the protests continue, the postponements that the hotel industry is currently experiencing could soon turn into cancellations.
When there is a disturbance in the sector suffers, which means loss of jobs and stoppage of new employment opportunities. The tourism sector last year contributed to about 353 billion shillings to the Kenyan economy, and this year has been on an upward trend to contribute significantly more.
We are currently in the peak season for the tourism, which was the fastest growing sector in 2023. At 33.6%. However, the violent elements within the protest that threaten massively to impact this sector and the millions of livelihoods that depend on it, including our Kenyan youth.
The private sector now saying it will be collaborating with security arms to coordinate the protection of business entities across the country. Jasmine Wambui, Citizen TV.
All right,